The new nominating contract pack in eFootball 23 of Season 4 has finally arrived, named as Develop, Design, Define, Masterful Stars. It will be there with us for the duration of 27 days, and this pack consists of 6 5-star players and 5 4-star players. So in this video, I'll be helping you out with the progression point of all these players, as well as my verdict and pick of which player is best from this nominating contract pack. So without wasting much time, let's head straight into the video. Starting with the progression point of the players, the first player, Aronson, the best progression point for him would be this. The next player is Edson Alvarez. So for him, I have made 2 stats, one as a CB and one as a defensive midfield. So this stats is as CB, and his best progression point as a CV is this. Best progression point as a DMF would be this. Next player, Federico Chiesa, best progression point without team playstyle boost would be this. With team playstyle boost would be this. And not looking into the rating, just focusing on stat, the best progression point for Chiesa would be this. The best progression point for Jonathan David would be this. The best progression point for Fabinho without team playstyle boost would be this. With team playstyle boost would be this. Best progression point for Lafont would be this. Best progression point for Marquinhos without team playstyle boost would be this. With team playstyle boost would be this. Best progression point for Mukiele would be this. Best progression point for Pereira would be this. Best progression point for Trincao would be this. And now coming to our last player, that is Zaniolo, the best progression point for him would be this. So with this, we come to an end with a progression point of all the players of this pack. So now coming on to my verdict on which player I will choose, or I will suggest you all guys to go for, is a no-brainer completely, because there are 3 blockbuster players in this pack. Depending upon your preference of position, just go for it by closing your eyes. My first preference is Marquinhos, one of the best build-up center backs in game, and this card will be the highest rated Marquinhos card available in game. So it's a no-brainer to just go for him if you need a build-up center back. Talking about my next choice is Fabinho from Liverpool, the defensive midfielder anchorman. He's one of the best anchorman midfielders in game, and this card of Fabinho is the highest rated Fabinho card in game. So again, a no-brainer. If you want defensive midfielder anchorman in your squad, close your eyes, go for him. My third and final choice in the 5-star category card would be Federico Chiesa, and if you want a winger or a right midfielder who can cross with pinpoint crossing as well as cut in and do some outside curlers, just go for him. Very good player with super sub skills. Federico Chiesa will be my third choice player from this nominating contract pack in our 5-star rating category players. So these 3 were my picks for the 5-star category players. Now coming to the next one, that is a 4-star category players. So in 4-star category players, I have 2 picks. My first pick is Edson Alvarez. Despite his form being standard, I'm picking him because of his stats. Looks good. Is a destroyer card. You can play him in a CB role as well as a DMF role. I've given you a progression point for both center back and a defensive midfielder. Based on your priority and based on your requirement, you can just max him out accordingly. And my last pick in 4-star category from this pack would be Mukiele of PSG. He looks absolutely solid with some very good defensive stats as well as defensive skills, as well as he is very good aerially as well. Despite being standard form, his stats looked a bit of very unique. That's why he is my second and the final pick from the 4-star category player. So with this, we come to an end of this video where we showed you the progression point of all the players of this pack, as well as we discussed about the best players and my picks of the best players from this pack. If you feel going in that order, you can just follow it. That was just my opinion. Every opinion might differ. So that's it guys from my side. If you found this video to be informative and good, do hit the thumbs up and subscribe the channel to have it, and subscribe the channel. Roger takes off. Peace out.